trip. Yeah. Hang on if you're watching for a second. By the way, it's live. I'm on right now, so. Huh. That is weird. I thought it'd be vertical because I said mobile, but guess not. Hey, give me a second. I run into a little issue going live. Okay, connected. How's it look on here? Wow, looks a little weird. All right, cool. Any guy. All right, give me a second. Going outside. Couldn't figure out how to hit the schedule button. Or once I scheduled, I couldn't figure out the freaking how to start it. But give me a second. We're doing Egg McMuffins at home. Going down here, yeah, and I thought this would make it vertical if it was on my phone, but I guess not. Huh. All right, hang on a second. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. That's going to be way too low. And chicken's going crazy next door. Oh. Oh, might not be able to use this one. Son of a bitch. Don't go anywhere. Stay for a second. Stay. This might work. Technical difficulties. Maybe. In that case, I'm just going to hang on. We're getting there. Thanks for putting up with everything, everybody. Shit, it's not gone right. But we're getting there. We're getting it. Should have done a practice round of this, I guess, huh? Learning curve. Thought I'd have this down by now, but guess not. Let's see. Oh, I gotta put this back now because I have that. That's what it is. Where does it go? Look at that, 4 minutes of nobody watching me mess up except for one person. Don't know who you are, though. Let's do that. Let's see what we get. And crap. I saw another. Oh, my sister's on here. Betty, what? Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, messed the whole thing up. Hey, I guess that's not too bad. Looks a little crooked, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, I thought it'd be vertical. Hey, there's 2 people on there. Uh-oh. Gotta look professional. All right, cool. Now, bear with me for one moment. I'll be right back. I'm back. Check that out. Two people are watching. One's my sister. Don't know who the other one is, but thank you for watching. Had a little technical difficulties. Forgot my notes. Think I need notes for Egg McMuffins. I don't actually need notes for Egg McMuffins. I actually need the notes for the history of the Egg McMuffin we're going to talk about also. So I'm going to fire up this Blackstone flat top, which I got Traeger on, and it's a Blackstone, but I'm not sponsored or anything from any of these companies. It's just certain products that I've gifted or I've really liked to use. So I'm going to fire this up real quick. There we go. Sound of magic right there. All right, so I wanted to do this because my daughter loves Egg McMuffins, and I don't want to go to McDonald's and spend the $5 to get an Egg McMuffin. So I love Egg McMuffins, and here's the reason why I love Egg McMuffins is I hate the taste of fast food sausage. It has a weird aftertaste to me. It tastes like crap. I just don't like it. But if I do go to McDonald's for breakfast, it's always Egg McMuffin. And McDonald's has not always had the Egg McMuffin, or it hasn't always had breakfast. When it first came out, it was just a hamburger shop, obviously. Then what happened was this guy by the name of Herb Peterson in 1971. Ooh, look, it's cold out here. Came up with the Egg McMuffin. And what he wanted to do, he was a franchise owner or operator in Santa Barbara in this, 70, 71. And he loved Egg Benedict, but he wanted to figure out a way to do it so you can eat it with one hand. And so he took the holidays, took that off, replaced that with the cheese. He took the poached egg, and instead of making it poached, he steamed it, which we're actually going to do that today. And he kept the Canadian bacon. He kept the base of it, the English muffin, which I don't have out here right now. So when my coffee comes out, I will bring out my English muffin. I'll have my wife bring out the English muffins. I forgot. But yeah, so he did that in 1971. And by doing that, he also had to create the silicone round egg devices that McDonald's currently uses today. Now, cooking utensils have always had, since the 50s, there's always been rounded rings that they use for like pancakes, things of that nature. Anything they want to keep, cookies, cakes, they want to keep perfectly round for presentation wise. So they always had that. But what Mr. Peterson did was he actually, is Peterson or Patterson? I think it's Peterson. Yeah, it's Peterson, not Patterson. He invented the silicone one that they could put on a flat top and it wouldn't get super hot and actually burn the edges of the eggs. Not something he patented. He actually turned it over to McDonald's when he came out with it, and McDonald's uses that design to this day. And you can thank him if you love going to McDonald's for breakfast. He is the person that actually made breakfast for McDonald's. So after he did that, they popped up in a couple different places across the country, and it wasn't until like 1979-ish, I think it was, somewhere around there, that actually pretty much every place in every McDonald's in the United States actually served breakfast. Egg McMuffin was the first thing they came out with, and they just kind of evolved from there. And then out today, they have pancakes and all kinds of fun stuff at McDonald's. But yeah, so it was because of Herb Peterson that you get to enjoy that lovely McDonald's breakfast that you like today. So, but back then when it came out, Egg McMuffins were 63 cents. Now, if you put in for today's inflation, actually the Egg McMuffin would be about $4.88, which is pretty close to what the average United States for Egg McMuffins is. They kind of range from anywhere from $3.99 to $5. So pretty much inflation and everything, it's pretty close to what it was back then. Locally here for us, with tax and everything, it's $4.67. Like I said, nationally, it goes from like $3.99 to $5.29 for the Egg McMuffin. But if you're making it at home, and I actually just did this, went and bought all the ingredients and everything, you kind of get it down to about $2 per sandwich. So for $4, you pretty much can make two of what you get in McDonald's. But you have the convenience of going to McDonald's and getting it as opposed to cooking at home. But if you cook at home, it tastes way better. You can add different things, like I'm putting jalapenos on mine. And I'm actually using grated cheese instead of cheese slices and a few other things. Could you grab me Egg McMuffins too? Or the Egg McMuffins. Yeah, the pre-made Egg McMuffins I'm gonna use. Could you grab me the English muffins? Now, it sounds like I'm really talking really fast, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. So, I got my griddle going. Got to heat it up. Might clean it off a little bit. So, like I said, 1971, Egg McMuffin first came out, and we use it today. It's one of the most purchased items at McDonald's today is Egg McMuffins, and people love their breakfasts. You know, easy to get to when you're on your way to work, you're out traveling, things like that. Works great. All right, so once I got the grill nice and hot, the griddle. Now there's only two of us eating, so I'm just going to make two. All right, be right back and get a knife. All right. Next time I got to make a list of stuff for me to do, to have out here. So we're not going back and forth, and we can go through these videos a little quicker so you guys at home can enjoy and see what's going on. All right, again, we're making Egg McMuffins. And we've already established Egg McMuffin actually came out by Herb Peterson in 1971, which is awesome because of him. It's one of my favorite sandwiches to get at McDonald's. My second favorite used to be the Big Mac, but now you get a Big Mac, the patty's like this big and not really that great, you know. So don't really like that. But I want to thank you guys for watching everything, coming in here, spending some time with me this morning. It's Sunday, it's football day. Raiders more likely going to lose against the Chargers, so I got that to look forward to later. And yeah. All right. So butter. A little bit of butter on the flat top. Get that going. Get my Egg McMuffins going there. Now, one of the key parts, actually, Egg McMuffin is actually a steamed egg. A lot of people just do the rounds inside their house on their stove and just put it in there. Actually, I gotta scrape this off a little bit more. And just put it on there, and it's like you get a cooked egg. Sometimes it's more like a fried egg, but it's not. If you go to McDonald's and you see what they do, they actually have this big device that has a bunch of these little rounds in it. You know, about this big. This is actually probably a little bit bigger than what they actually do, but they have a machine. They have about 6 of these in there that has a top to it, and so when they put the egg in there, they mix up the egg, and then they put a top down there, and there's a little bit of water added inside there. So when they put the top down, you're basically steaming the egg. So I'll put a little more. Whew. Got a little hot around the fingers right there. Get good on that. What I'm going to do with these, I'm going to spray these a little bit so the egg doesn't really stick inside. take these off real quick because they're kind of flipping over a little bit. There we go. Nice and toasty, nice and toasty. I'm gonna turn that down just a little. Now I'm using farm fresh eggs. I luckily have a local connection. My niece, she has a bunch of chickens, and we get eggs over from them a few times a week. We eat a lot of eggs in the house. Now breaking the yolk up, kind of spinning it around, get them going. And then what I'm gonna do is I got a metal bowl. Gotta put these down. Just up, lost a little bit. Put that down a little bit. I got a cup of water, so I'm gonna put the bowl over the eggs. Do that and let that sit for a few minutes. And basically what it's gonna do is gonna steam the eggs, kind of get it more like the McDonald's version of it would be. I'm gonna take my I'm going to take these off for a second. Then this is a very quick meal. I'm going to put a little more butter down. And then I got my Canadian bacon slices. I'm going to put them on there. I was going to press them down because I want them to curl up, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that for this. But again, I want to thank you guys for watching. I know it was kind of a rocky start there for those of you who were with me at the beginning of it. But hey, here we are. And I'm going to continue to do these. I don't know if I'm going to do them every week because I work right now. I work for UPS, so we're at peak right now. So doing a lot of overtime, running around delivering packages for people for Christmas time and all that fun stuff. Got to feel like Santa Claus, you know. But yeah, we're not just going to do breakfast. I'm actually do like live cooks, baking. Hopefully I'll be a little better prepared for the next ones. But again, thank you guys all for watching. Now, if you're using a metal bowl, or if you don't, like, you can get like the Vice's little top, so you can put down with that has a handle on it. It's gonna be hot, so don't grab it right away. Try to pick it up, you'll burn yourself. Get those going, and then I'm gonna add some jalapenos back there for mine. We'll put these down for a second again and get them nice and warm. Now with the Canadian bacon is going to be warm. I don't quite like how the eggs kind of look on top a little bit, so I'm gonna flip those over. Boom. Couple jalapenos for me. Got those all nice and warm again. Find my bottoms. There's my bottoms. Now you can add like sauces, mustard, anything else for like a sauce on that you want. I don't. These already got a little bit of butter on them from the flat top. We had earlier doing that. Now add the hot Canadian bacon on top of it. Add your hot egg. Boom. And then for mine, get these little jalapenos going. Put some jalapenos on mine. Boom. And there we go. You got basically, took me, you know what, less than 5 minutes pretty much if I actually had everything going. If I was doing this on my own, it'd take about 5-6 minutes to do. And you have, put these on here. You'd have 2 Egg McMuffins for the price of 1 if you went to McDonald's. So, turn these off. So if you're trying to save a couple bucks, you college student, whatever, low on cash, or just you know, want to do something fun at home and something quick, something easy to do, cooking at home is the best way to save money. So, you know, a lot of people complain about how meat prices and food prices at the store, how expensive eating out is, or going to fast food even. For basically what you can get a fast food meal, you can now get, you can go to a casual sit down diner and get about the same amount. You know, same thing for the same price, or a better product for the same price. So cook at home, save yourself a couple bucks, give you something, something to do really. And if you have children at home, it's actually a good time to spend with your kids, teaching them how to cook and teaching them You know, teach them the value of a dollar and make your dollar stretch out. And the real best way to do that when it comes to food is cooking at home. You save yourself a lot of money. It does take more time, but you'll get into it and you figure out what you like to make, what you can make easily. There's a lot of stuff you can make ahead of time. Egg McMuffins is not something I'd make ahead of time, but you can. I mean, if you wrap them, wrap them tightly in nice paper with a little aluminum around them, and then put those out. You can heat them up in the microwave when you get to work, or you wake up in the morning. That kind of deal. I prefer mine fresh, made as eat as I make them basically, and they come up. They taste a lot better. So that's what it looks like. Cheese all melted. I could add more cheese to that too, probably. Let's give the sucker a little taste. Oh yeah. It reminds me of Egg McMuffin from McDonald's. Doesn't have the same flavor to it. Tastes way better. The jalapenos were awesome addition to that. So I want to thank you guys once again for coming by, checking out my channel, watching this live. If you haven't subscribed to It's Jeremiah J. That's the channel's name. And like I said, I'm gonna do more live cooking. More cooking videos are coming out soon. So thank you guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. And let's go Raiders, huh? And now I got to figure out how to. Oh, I guess I could have rotated. Oh well, here we are. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Close. No. I don't know now. Now I don't know. Oh, right there.